Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. I am not going to be satisfied with this putty knife that we made the other day until I see if it can make a bow drill set. There is a problem with this knife in that there is no edge retention. It sharpens up to extremely razor sharp, but as soon as you run it through anything, paper, cloth, the edge is completely gone. But you do not need a razor's edge many times to whittle wood and to make one of these sets. So here's a piece of dry pine, and I think I'm gonna get this straight 8 inches right here in the center of this piece. This putty knife turned out great. Let's see if it can make a bow drill set. Corona razor tooth saw, $27 off Amazon. There's a lot of fat wood in this piece here, but that is not a problem. It just requires more bowing. And you might have to stop middle ways and take your knife and make that light fluffy dust fall down into the notch and go back and create some more dust that will ignite. I'll show you. Can you see down inside there? I'll fill that center up with some shavings, and that'll be enough to make it go. This will be our spindle, and this is where we start making a bunch of shavings. Let's take it to square first. Alright, that's straight enough. And this would be my hot end. Come down 1/4 of an inch, facets all the way around, come up 1/8, facets all the way around, come up 1/16, facets all the way around. And since my spindle is so short, I'm only going to come down about 1 inch, bring it to a point, on this center line, turn it 90 degrees, and the point should still be on center line. That is a great looking spindle. It's only about 6.5 inches long, but it should do the job. And the fireboard will be easy. And these things don't have to be absolutely perfect. If you look at this spindle, you see that flat right there? I could get that out, but I think it's unnecessary. We are ready for a burn-in. We're gonna have to do it in the garage because the sky just got very, very dark. That's more shavings than my stove will hold. Let's try to open it up a little bit. Since I have too many materials for this stove here, it doesn't have to be a log cabin lay. I'll go ahead and ignite my pine needles tinder bundle, and I'll just start putting these materials into the bigger hobo stove. Let's do a burn-in. Got a fatwood bearing block, pine spindle, pine fireboard, like I said, pine needles for a tinder bundle, and lots of pine for kindling, and the shavings are pine. All right, I want my burn-in to be deeper and the tip of my spindle to be a little bit better mated to it. So let's continue on. Boy, that little Putty-Knife knife is doing way better than I thought, and it still has a very sharp working edge on it. I love that. Let's get a little bit deeper in the fireboard. That's better. Let's go ahead and cut our notch now. I want a wide notch because the dust is fluffy and it'll help it sort of drop down in there. Look at how wide that square point notch is. Looks like it's trying to go out on me. We have all this humidity in the air. Let's keep going with it. And it is fluffy, just like pine dust is going to be. I think it's going to go this time. My notch is pretty much filled up. The moisture should be dried out of it now that it's been superheated like that. I think this will be the time. Let's give it about 60 more passes. Is it going to stay ignited this time? Yeah, it's going to stay ignited. Good. Let's give it a minute or two to coalesce. If you let it just sit there and cook, that dust will come together tighter and tighter and get hotter and hotter. The spindle wore beautifully, didn't it? Look at that nice end on there. It's ready to go for the next ember. And what a great job our Putty-Knife knife did. It's just a little bit bent from that batoning, so I just need to go easier on the batoning. Only baton clear wood and no more than about 4 inches. but I am pleasantly surprised. I gotta let it cook, even if it takes 5 minutes. If you put it in there too soon, that ember will just break up into 1,000 pieces and just filter right down through your pine needles, and you'll lose all your heat. So that's a lot of dust, but there's not a lot of mass there. It's just very, very fluffy. All right, y'all, do me a favor. Before you leave my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all, and do give the video a like. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Let's go back out to the fire table. That cloud seemed to have blown over, and it's going to take a while to get all this burning real well. We'll catch you on the next one. I got the garage cleaned up. Did it not ever blaze back up? Yeah, it's burning. We'll catch you on the next one. rain that I've been talking about. Let me just show you this one more time in the good light. And I got just a little bend in it from being overzealous with my batoning. You see how it turns right, about right there? That'll bend back out. But I did want to test its limits. I did want to push it a little bit. And amazingly, I did not re-sharpen it. And it is still very, very sharp. It still doesn't need to be sharpened. It has a great working edge on it. We'll catch you on the next one.